everyone, I'm Sagrannus. Welcome back to Sagrannus Gaming Plays Neverwinter Nights 2. It's been a while since we were here last week, so let's do a quick recap. We had rescued Commander Tarn, dealt with the Valis thing, and we then went off to find and rescue some refugees who'd been captured by bandits. And in the resulting scuffle, we got knocked out a few times, got some new weapons, rescued at least some of the refugees, some of them unfortunately didn't make it, and wandered into the lair of Bandit Chief, where we did a lot of fighting, and everyone nearly died at one point, which was quite bad. We did cut it short, and I did pick up a few new items after that, so we'll jump in and I'll just quickly show you what we got. I did cut it short just because we were running out of time, and we are trying to keep these videos to some semblance of a restricted time for both viewing and editing ease. Now, yesterday we actually launched our first new game for a while, which was Chroma Squad. Hope you enjoyed that. I will be actually alternating episodes of Neverwinter Nights 2 and Chroma Squad over the next few weeks. Just so you get a nice mix of things to watch. I mean, they're both technically RPGs, so yes. Alright, so what did we get? Well, I leveled up and can now use a katana, which we'll see if it's anywhere near as good as the rapier.
Yes.
And we got the Astral Blade, which actually unleashes sort of a sonic boom on impact, and we gave that to Calduil, as he seems to be the best with weapons. So, I think we've cleaned out this place pretty well. I did clean out the bedroom of the Bandit Chief. So, all that's left to do is to leave. Head back and see if everyone's actually grateful for saving at least a few members of the refugee group. And I hope that after that we'll actually be able to get back on the road to Highcliff and Neverwinter and get back into the story proper. We've sort of deviated a bit. Okay. Music's being rather intense. I'm not sure why, because I'm pretty sure all the enemies are dead now. Well, I can see that there are worse soundtracks to be pestered by, I guess. So that's not so bad. I'm still very confused about this, but I think it's an error of some description on the map. I have never seen it before. It's only seemed to appear with this this version of the game. I will actually look into that Shoot Good Old Games an email and see if they're aware of it, and yeah, just see what the go is. If I can find anything out, I will let you know. As always, you can get the game from Good Old Games patched. You do have to play around with the resolution settings on little machines a little bit to get it to work, but that's pretty straightforward, and there's plenty of help online for you to do that. So we did find this guy's thingy. Holy symbol, yeah. Bandits won't be threatening anyone for a long while, my friend. Fairly well. Commander Tarn. I've killed the Bandit Chief. Haha. Fairly well, my friend. Up my GP. Comic. I'm glad I could help. Ah. Okay, so we'll head back into the city to see Marshal Cormac, it seems, and he'll help me out with a few things. Galen, I'm glad I could help. Have you got anything new and interesting? Probably not. No, not really. Okay. Have I got anything to get rid of? I should have thought of that. Okay. Plenty to get rid of. Keep my rapier for now. Keep the harvest up.
Yes.
Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Let's just go talk to the refugees.
What you did for us back at the camp, I'm not sure we can ever really thank you properly. But thank you.
Yeah, I do feel bad about not being able to save everyone. Why did you going to take the money? I don't know. Be a nice guy. Okay, and that's basically it. So let's move on. I don't believe I've missed anything. I probably have. Hopefully someone will let me know. But let's move on to Highcliff. Get the main plot. Of course I've encountered something on the way. Naturally. Oh good, more of these guys.
No place to run this town, Kalakcha. That's what you have stolen. Hand it over, and we will let you live.
This is getting tiresome.
I pity the guy or girl who had to do that voice. It sounds like they destroyed their throat. Oh no. Oh well, we'll just have to keep killing them until they stop.
That'll be a lot of killing before this is over, I'll wager.
Hand the shard over now, or we will take it from your corpse. Fool, I shall enjoy killing you.
I'm not a pretty individual. Ah, creepy elf chick.
Fight, you pathetic thralls. Kill them all. Why are you still looking at me? Attack!
She's turned into a... No, has she? Oh no, she's wooden. She should turn into a badger. Alright.
You walk a strange path for a harborman. Apparently I'm not the only one who has a problem with it.
Got a problem with me?
But I saw these things about to attack you. I found I could not simply stand by while you were ambushed. Again, I'd like to help if I could. I've been trying to follow you without interfering, but I don't think you'll reach your destination without someone who knows the land.
Maybe you better explain.
Maybe you'd like to share how long you've been tracking us. If you can take your eyes off our leader for more than a moment.
I am Eleni, and rather than shadow you, I would walk with you.
We're doing fine, thanks. And maybe you'd like to explain why you were following us in the first place.
I'd like to know that as well. Tree worshippers tend to keep to themselves and don't pay much mind to travelers who take the roads.
I think you will find tree worshippers a rare thing these days, dwarf. So do not use that word lightly.
Apparently not rare enough to have you come out of nowhere after following us, for hells knows why.
Both of you. Shut up.
Always talking to the elves and the half-demons and the like. It'll end badly, I tell you.
Yes, and who knows where talking might lead us next. Stow it, Kelgar.
So you're a
Yes,
druid.
I am one of the tree worshippers of the mare. Just as you have the smell of a harborman upon you.
Rude,
I watched you
washed.
stumble through
Jeez.
thick and bramble, miss paths right in front of your eyes, and let those beasts catch you what feels to be a dozen times over. Before
Says
casting
writing that you
insults,
know.
maybe one such as I could actually help you, harborman. Did you think of that?
She's got sass. Oh, you're
I'll
overreacting.
echo that. She still hasn't said much that carries any weight, in my opinion.
If that is your answer, then keep your village-born suspicions. They matter little to me. It's a strange circle of who follows who on this road. At first, I was following those who attacked you, but they seem to be following you. Which leads me to believe there's something you have, something they want, so I thought that perhaps my enemy's enemies would at least welcome some company to their destination. And with my help, even get there faster. Well, I
How'd you
come
get there
bearing a
faster?
gift, not just words. I know of a quicker path to Highcliff, and one that will hide your trail as well. There is a druid sanctuary not far from here. The Maiden's Glade. where members of my circle would go for refuge when traveling the land. I can lead you there, and with no further attacks from these hunters of yours. Not that you can't handle yourself, but I'm sure you're growing as tired of these attacks as I am.
I know about
Little,
them.
they are not of the land, that is for certain. They have a strange smell about them, and their speech is like nothing I've heard before. Unless they are speaking to their thralls, it is impossible to make out. But they keep calling you Kalakcha. Do you know what that means? Then it looks like when it comes to answers, we have little to offer one another. A pity. Very well.
Welcome to the company.
That wasn't so hard to admit now, was it?
What? We're taking her along? Why?
Is there some sort of problem?
I'll say, you're still talking, and you're acting like you're coming with us. That's the problem. Well, I'm going to keep my eye on her. And you, it looks like. Forget I said anything.
Fine. Let's be off. Judging by the sun and trail, you were headed to Neverwinter, correct? Indeed. The more distant relatives they are, the better in my experience. Let's be on our way. Follow me. The Maiden's Glade is not far.
Weird individual.
This is a long way from the road. Are you sure you know where you're going?
Agreed. How much farther is this place?
Not far, for we are already here. This is Eridus, the Maiden's Glade, in the tongue of Harbormen.
Let's get nerdy on.
You are correct. You surprise me. Just as the Mare of Deadmen was once Merdelane, the slow-marching court, this place also had a name long before settlers from Neverwinter set foot here.
Did they ever set foot here? I can barely see where we're going.
Trust me, it's no better at my height either. Sure as the hells couldn't find my way back to the road now.
The road to the Maiden's Glade is hidden, known only to druids and the beasts of the land. You cannot revisit this place without me to guide you. The glade up ahead was a retreat for druids, a place of shelter if they needed to heal or rest. Many such places exist along the coast. The animals here would protect the druids, and they will shield you from your pursuers if they should find you.
You mean those animals?
Puppies. Always like the puppies. They don't seem to like us though. Let's get in there.
The animals here are frightened, and I know not why. There is usually at least one druid in the glade.
Well, I say we avoid any wolves or anything trying to kill us.
I say we fight them. They attack us, we attack them. Besides, could use new boots.
I think that whatever is wrong here will pursue us to Highcliff. We should investigate if we can.
I think you should listen to our leader more. And trust me, if we're really good at sneaking through here, no one's going to follow us.
I actually think that the soul of the director is better than the katana for this character anyway. Well, let's continue on, shall we? Don't look so healthy. Let's get the wolf. What the hell are you doing, Isha? AI Neverwinter strikes again. Yes, much better with the rapier. Pig air! Get the pig air! Kill it. Alright. Let's see what's up. It's looking good. At least I like hitting things, it's good. I feel like I'm contributing. I noticed that she's happy to actually tuck in and kill the animals even though she protests it. Huge enraged bear.
These wolves. They were slaughtered, and not for food, but out of bloodlust. Is this why the animals attacked us? Whatever is wrong must be here in the glade. I thought the Circle of the Mare would be aware of any disturbance here. But now it seems the task must fall to us.
Why? Let's just go. I'm done stopping through these groves and animals, and letting her pick the trail.
We should probably find out what's
You have
wrong.
my
Could get
thanks.
messy.
I would hate for whatever pursues us to be at our back.
That's usually the things that pursue you are. That's why they are pursuing you. Well written, that line. Hello, Big Bear. I have to say, the lack of a fog of war in this game can actually be quite a problem, and prevent you from necessarily doing
Who's for a fight? Come on!
being as immersed as others might be, because you can just see for a little bit too far, in my opinion. Which is not a complaint you often hear about a game. You usually you can't see far enough.
Elodie, you are here.
Calduil?
I came here. Came to try and find you, Elodie. To try and escape the mare. To seek refuge here.
The mayor? What is wrong?
The mare. It speaks with different voice now. Its waters, once clear to the
Ill
circle,
omen,
are
indeed.
now dark and run deep. So deep.
What do you mean? Where are the others? The rest of the circle?
Vashni and the others. They are lost. Only you remain. I thought I could find you, or Nevan, but what claims the mare overtook me, clouded my vision with shadows and blood, trapped me in this form. Do not return to the mare, Eleni. Do not, or you shall fall to its corruption, as I did.
Ah, proper deathbed speech. Well played.
Calduil, he's dead. It was he that caused such unrest here, and why the
The
animals
tree
attacked
sticking
us.
out of her back.
I don't know. I've been away from the circle for some time. Calduil and I were part of the Circle of Merdelaine, the Mare of Dead Men. If the elders, if Vashni is lost, and Nevan is lost, I have been away too long. But this would explain why I could not feel the circle any longer. And as for the land, but we should press on. I promise to lead you to Highcliff and to safety. And so far this path has proved longer than I wished. Farewell,
Indeed
Calduil.
it has. We should
May you
continue
rest,
on.
and may the glade become peaceful again.
Everyone's dead. We're peaceful. Very peaceful in fact. I would say. Can we go that way? Cool. Let's go back this way. Yeah, as you can see, it's just the draw distance. The draw distance itself isn't a problem. I like long drawing games. The problem is that enemies can get drawn at a ridiculous distance, which means there aren't so many surprises. And perhaps that makes things a bit more meta in a way, in that you can prepare with what one might consider a bit of an unfair advantage for various sections of the game if you can see far enough, which isn't a good thing. I mean, this is not a problem in dungeons where you definitely can't see things, but yeah, like, I mean, if I was standing over there, I could actually see things moving around over here. A little bit too clearly, in my opinion. Most games probably wouldn't draw it that far. So there's a bit of a downside, and you should be aware of that if you're going to pick this game up. But I mean, it's not a huge drama, it's just one of those little things. You can see that the map is back to working properly. And on to Highcliff. Let's travel to Highcliff. Find out what's going on here. Given everything else so far, I reckon something horrible is probably about to go wrong. Look at boat.
You're risking your entire ship by going out there, Captain. Ignore me if you will, but at least listen to your own men.
We're leaving port right now. Nothing's stopping this shipment to Neverwinter, especially not a pack of lizard folk. What are you lot
Lizard folk.
standing there for? Bring up the sails! Man the oars!
The fool is risking a ship worth 10 times the cargo he's carrying. And for what? For the sake of a few extra gold for an early delivery.
Can I just point out that why are you telling me this? You've never met me before. I've just rocked up and you're just going to rant at me. That's just weird.
Lizard folk have been sabotaging anything floating that comes into or out of Highcliff.
Let me guess, you want
Double
me to fix
Eagle
it?
over there has already had to be repaired 3 times. The good captain is a fool to think he can sail out without drawing the attention of the lizards.
Harbor Master! Out there! Looks like the lizard folk have themselves another victim.
Oh, that's convincing. Hmm.
And I think we've all learned a lesson here.
It's a
If
little
I
bit
say it's too dangerous
anticlimactic.
to sail, it's too dangerous to sail. All right, lads, see what we can do to help those sailors. Let's just hope the lizard folk let them swim ashore. Sorry, but I've got my hands full here. Some of the other sailors should be able to fill you in.
Oh, good place to spawn the camera goes. Well done. Krishna, do you want to fill me in, bro? Can't get to know it. Where are they coming from? Where can I find him? Where's he? Okay, I'm going now. Alright, so we've made it to Highcliff on our way to Neverwinter to see some very unconvincing ships get sunk. Very unconvincingly. And we have someone, the Harbour Minister's trying to be granted us, even though he's never met us before. So, next time, I guess we'll be checking out what's going on here in Highcliff. And as you can imagine, we'll probably be solving all their problems for them, because that just seems to be Calduil's lot in life, whether he like it or not. Alright, I've been Sagrannus. This has been Sagrannus Gaming Plays Neverwinter Nights 2. And I will catch you on the next installment. Until then, have a good time. Cheers, guys.